Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Superior Spider-Man issue number 2. That's right, Superior Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus is going up against Darkseid. Wait a second, that's not Darkseid, that's Terrax. Not quite the same. Actually, is it? I have never in my life made such comparison between what do you call it? Terrax the freaking Tamer. It used to be Terrax the Destroyer versus freaking Darkseid. I've never, oh wow, and all of a sudden like this one just makes it so evident it's painful. Anyway, let's get started about this here. We got Christos Gage on writing, Mike Hawthorne on pencils, Wade Von Grawbadger with Victor Olazabra on inks, colors Jordi Belair, and VC's Clayton Cowles on letters. Cover artist Travis Charest. All right, and there's a couple of variant cover artists. Sorry guys, only with so much time in this video, but Stan Lee and Steve Ditko still get credit for creating the character of Spider-Man, and I guess Dr. Octopus too, which they should have just put that. Anyhow, so yeah, man, freaking Darkseid with a halberd, or more like a pole gizarm. Anyway, yeah, halberd. He goes after these guys like, let's fight. And it's a glaive. It's a glaive. It's definitely a glaive. All right, so he's going after these two gay guys. I usually wouldn't bring this up because if you just say like, oh look, it's two guys and they're together and they're no. Christos Gage would go out of his way to make sure we understand they are married. They've been together for like 40 years. They really love each other, so much so they wouldn't leave each other no matter what. Like even just like, save your life, no, I'm gonna save you. And just like really, and like, I'm going to kill if you don't bend your knee and bow to me. What? No, I refuse to. In fact, my lover and I, my husband and I, we've been through far worse and faced worse odds than you. Holy Jesus Christ. Could we just skip all these panels, all these pages, and just say gay people are cool in the beginning of this? Amen. I'll put the same thing in the front of my channel too, okay? No problems with the LGBTQ community, but for Christ's sake, can we just get to the freaking comic book instead of all this damn virtue signaling? I don't usually care about that stuff. If this is the first review, you probably think I'm a total jerk right now. This is the first time you're seeing one of my reviews, but if it's not, you know that I got absolutely zero problem with gay people. Totally cool peeps. We're good. But Jesus Christ, we got, this is the first 2 full pages of this, and it still continues afterwards. You and your husband better get to see. Jesus Christ, are we done? Are we done? So can we just put an equal sign in the front of the cover and then just freaking move on, please? So after this, and dude, I don't know, man, you tell me, is that really Terrax or is that Darkseid? I mean, look at the skin there. You got the skin, looks like granite and things. I never realized that and this one just does it. But obviously Marvel from the beginning has tried to make him look like Dr. Doom. I don't know why. I just never made the association before. Anyway, Superior Spider-Man goes on to get his butt thoroughly waxed to Terrax, man. He is not clowning around. He's just like, pip slap. That should be the onomatopoeias for this, man. Just every time he smacks him, it's just like, bitch slap. Spider-Man just gets jacked on this, man. Ock is whacked. He just keeps on going forward. He even tries to use the freaking glaive against him, but, the pole arm, but it doesn't work. But, at the end of the day, this is probably the most realistic fight that I've read in comic books in years. That's real talk, there is no way the Superior Spider-Man should have any chance in hell against this freaking guy. You know what I'm saying? So, he winds up recreating a device that we've seen used a couple of times before by what we would imagine is a much smarter individual than Dr. Octavius. Otto doesn't believe that, but it's cool, man. It's cool. I really, genuinely, in my heart, I thought this was probably one of the best ways, the only way that he could have possibly beat him. And it's a very believable way, comic book lore, very believable way how he could beat him. Now, what happens next, I ain't going to tell you. My next issue looks like it's going to be pretty darn interesting, and you can try and figure out what happened by this image. I don't think you will, but this is the cover for next week, for next issue, which will be on the 27th of freaking February. I gotta wait. I feel like that's more than 4 weeks. Is it? It's definitely more than 30 days. That's messed up. That's messed up. Is it because I made the comment? Is it because I called you out on the virtue signaling? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I apologize, like from my heart, on my knees, could I please get it moved up a week? Just a quick little bump, because I really do like this comic book. Look, the silly virtue signaling aside, and that's not going to change anything. You know, it's like it was a silly part to put in the comic. It was like way too much. Way too much. All right? Like, you want to talk about cake something on. I mean, damn. But even with that, this comic book was amazing. It was a great... You want a knockdown, drag out, dirty lamppost in the dark brawl? Let's do it. Because that's exactly what this was. This was sick. And I like the night shift add to this. Yes, night shift was in this also. Even Digger, man, all he's doing is cracking jokes, and it was great. But seeing these guys coming in, this genuinely felt right, because I mean, you imagine, like, you know, freaking Luke Cage is going to run up and knock Terax in the mouth and give him a run for his money and probably wind up knocking him unconscious. No. And if we're going to have anybody going up against the Heralds of Galactus, I think Christos Gage should write it, because he's got a very good understanding of just how insignificant most of these characters in the Marvel Universe are compared to a Herald of freaking Galactus. Anyway, it is funny that somebody pointed out that a former Herald of Galactus is on the planet at about the same time that Galactus is trying to eat the planet over in Latveria. That's funny. I gotta give props to that. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.